Okay, friends, let's see if I can get this story out. It was interesting story, I think. Uh, let's see. We got to go back to. I would say I think it would have been the mid 70s, 1970s, and I had just moved into a little bungalow in Wilson, North Carolina, and again, it would have been somewhere around Christmas time, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Um, I was I was down there because I had just gone through a pretty rough divorce with my first wife, and it was tough. It was a doozy, and it was hard on both of us. No, I wouldn't say it, either one of us certainly certainly suffered, and but worse than that was the kids. Yeah, the kids, Sonny and Burgess, my were gosh, Sonny, I think, was 9 or so, and Burgess was probably about 5 or 6, something in that neighborhood. And to leave the house where I had been with them was just heart wrenching. And living down with my folks in New Jersey, almost 150 miles away from the kids, well, it was going to be. In fact, it wasn't my that first Christmas. It wasn't my Christmas to have the kids. So I'm sitting down there. Yes, my actually at that point I had moved from my parents' house and I was living down in North Carolina, the city of Wilson. And that's right. I'd forgotten about that. I was down in Wilson. So I was about 300 or 400 miles away from where the kids lived, and there was no chance I was going to see them for Christmas. Plus, I knew almost no one in the city of Wilson at that point. A year later, I'd know more than my share. But at that particular Christmas, I knew no one, and there was like a lot of the restaurants were going to be closed. There might have been one diner I could have gone to, and I didn't. I had almost Zippo money. You can, as you might imagine, and again, pretty much a stranger in town, and heartbroken over thinking of the kids, not seeing them for the big day, and actually missing my wife and missing my family up north, and it was tough and very hard. And then, oh, wouldn't you know it, the no, well, wouldn't you know it, my folks give me a call about 5 days before Christmas, and I picked. I don't even know if I had a phone. I think I had to call them on a payphone or something. My phone wasn't installed yet. It it was, trust me, it was murder to be going through this during the holidays. And you talk about Christmas angels. My folks called up and they said my father got on the phone. I could tell mom was on the other line, and they both chimed in and said, "Listen, we're sending you some money, or if there's anything on your credit card, maybe you can take care of it. But we want to pay. We want you to come on up and be with us for." And again, I think it was Christmas. I said, "What? But I'm down here." They said, "That's all right. We know you. We're missing you, and I'm sure you're." He said, "I can't." I think my father said, "I can't imagine you're feeling too happy." And I said, "No, I'm not. It's pretty rough." He says, "Well, get on the train and get up here, and at least you'll be up here for Christmas, and maybe one way or another you can get up there and see your kids for a few minutes, even on Christmas. Bring them some gifts. We got some money for you so you can buy some gifts, and if nothing else, send them to them." I said, "Okay, okay, I'll do it." So I went and got my ticket and went up to at least see the folks. And my brother and his, I don't know if Ed was married then, but he he was there too, and it was just such a relief to not be there, just pretty much stranded in a town that where you again I knew absolutely no one. Um, Again, thanks to the Carolinians, all that changed within a few months. Pretty soon, I was doing okay in that town. Frankly, had a great time, but it was tough, and I guess always through eternity I'll be grateful to my parents for just seeing seizing the moment, shall we say, and turning it into something good. And it was great. I know when I got back on the train to go back south, of course, hugged my parents, my father, my mom, brother Ed, and the old man stuck some money in my in my back pocket, and mom stuck some money in my back pocket, and well, off I went, and the back down south. But it's funny. The neat thing was I was down in North Carolina, and I will tell you this like a friend, and I'm sure it hasn't changed. The Carolinians could not possibly change this particular attitude they have. They love to meet strangers. They're they love talking and inviting people to parties and fun and like that. If you're ever in a situation like I just described, you go on down to the Carolinas. They'll take care of you. Before you know it, you'll be talking Southern and dancing the shag and running around just hitting the stock car races and just yabber John with people you don't even know who the heck they are, but you're talking like crazy with them. It's it's a great state for that. At least it was for me when I lived down there. And then all in due time, the smoke cleared from the divorce, and it wasn't too hard to see the kids. And in fact, on occasion, I'd take them on down to the Carolinas, and they loved going down there and riding back with me, either by car or by train. And it all worked out. It all worked out. My ex-wife Molly found someone nice and uh, made did okay there, and he was pretty good to the kids. In fact, very good to the kids. And and me, I all in due time I found Sandy and had a few girlfriends before that were good to my kids, and everything seemed to work out. But those first couple of months were brutal, and I can and then coming at a time like Christmas, boy, I'll tell you, you definitely there are such things as Christmas angels. And my two folks sure were there, and it was. I was trying to think of the best gift I ever got, and I'd say that was it from them. They were just amazingly understanding and helpful, and sheesh, good people. Yeah, it's nice to know there's good people out in the world, that they exist here on this planet, believe it or not. And, you might want to think yourself while you're moseying around today, some of the different things people have done to get your fat out of the fire at one time or another, and the and the joy it brings. Okay, I just thought I'd say. I'll see you later. God bless, and again as we approach the holidays, Christmas and all, I hope yours is a decent one. And if you know anyone heading for a jam for Christmas, do what you can to help, because it's a rough day to not have any friends around. That's for sure. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye now. God bless.